Hello there, Barry here from BM Property Agents. Today I'm going to do a video based around the 6 biggest mistakes that I see happen when you sell your home. Now, in the years that I've been doing estate agency, I've seen some terrible mistakes being made which ends up costing the seller thousands and thousands of pounds on their agreed sold price. Now, I appreciate when you come to sell your home it's extremely stressful, but have faith in the agent you choose. And yeah, I'm going to delve a bit deeper into these 6 mistakes which will make more sense as we go further down the line. Now this will be a 6-part video, so the first mistake I'm going to give you coming up in just a moment, which is based on pricing your home too high. So let's get into that. And then we can see why this can be a really costly mistake and cost you thousands of pounds. Let's dig in. Okay, so pricing your home too high. Did you know that if you market your property for a lower price, you end up achieving more, and the higher you end up marketing it, you often achieve less. You may find that hard to believe. You may think that's crazy, but actually, in most cases, that is 100% accurate. Just think, for instance, if your home is worth, say, £500,000, £500,000, and you market it at 525. What do you think is going to happen? Less people are going to come through the door because it's overpriced, and all you're also doing is sending your potential buyers to your competitions. Because if other properties around are priced correctly and yours is overpriced, they ain't going to buy it. So you're losing your buyers quite simply due to the fact that you've overpriced it. I mean, think of how auctions work. Doesn't have to necessarily be property, but in general, eBay, it's always priced low and allows the bids to come. And it will ultimately, with a property, with your home, it will sell for market value. So that price will always come up because we're going to get more people through the door that way. And then it will cause the competition, and with that, the property will always sell for its market value. So never feel like you're underpricing your home, which means you're going to end up getting less. As long as that price is reflecting and you're pricing it to entice, you're never going to undersell your home. The problem you do have by pricing it too high, and like I say, let's say it is 500k and you've put it on at 525, and then after the first 4 weeks you haven't found a buyer, because that's your key time. Your first 4 weeks is when you're going to obtain the best possible price for your home. And if you've not done that, and then you give that another month goes by, so you're 2 months in, and then you're thinking, let's reduce the price, straight away you're coming down. Now let's say you reduce it from 525 to 500. Will that do the trick? It might not now, because your home is now stagnant on the market and you've lost your key buyers, and people are going to look back at that home and go, oh, that house is still on the market. Oh, it's cheaper now. Well, I wonder what's wrong with it. Skip past it, go to the one that's recently been listed, go and view that, and then that one there ends up selling, leaving yours still sitting there at the price it should have been in the first place. So that ultimately means you've got to price it below that market value once again to 475. Now, that's not the end of the world, but it's getting that through, because you might then end up getting 480, 490 for the property, but it's still less than what you would have got if you just marketed it at, say, 475 in the first place, because you would end up touching the 500 grand anyway, or at least put it on at what it's worth. That's the key part for this one here on pricing your home for too much money. One other factor I'd like to throw in, which I've got here, which is according to which sellers lose £4.3 billion every year through not marketing their property correctly and accepting offers below what the market value is. And that is largely down to overvaluing it in the first place and putting on for too much money, and then not getting the market value for the property, which ends up taking it down to below what it's worth. I hope you found that really useful. Any questions, come back to me.